creeping. Cat it on high, my paint never dry. Forge it out on the rim and the ties. Make it where niggas will never get by. Flipping the script on the hoe. Shine up the grill and leave it glow. Paper the dip and never show. Cut a fucking lot with super stove. Players out here on game. Dip me so cold on the hole of the two below that we can put out the flame. Of the blue hand of the roof of the coop. All I got a band man who got change. Who got the number to the nearest, burn it down and club the church for the glitch, hit the bowl and do a split. Cause we ball wines. We ain't talking about flights, talking limit, come vodka with the ice. Spent more on jail, I'm steak and the shrimp, then more gon' make it ain't life. We ain't tripped up, never hit up from the drink. Pick up where I left off on the dank. Flaked out, never stretched out of chain. Stretched out, get spread down with the crank. You hear that though? I make it what you motherfucker.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown. Yours reeked in testosterone. Power and money got me crazy.
Hey, what's up, Montreal? It's great to be back out here again as the commissioner of Monday Night Raw to bring to you the greatest product that the WWE has to provide. Now it is about that time of the season again that we start to prepare ourselves for the next of the big 4 pay-per-views, being Survivor Series. However, before we can get to that, Raw has one more brand exclusive pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks' time, known as Halloween Havok. And to build to that event, I feel like we need to announce some matches here tonight. So therefore, in our main event, we will determine who will be the new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Champions. The team of Evolve, Johnny Gargano and Drew McIntyre, will find out who their challengers are here tonight. In addition, I would like to officially announce that Christopher Daniels and Kurt Angle will meet at Halloween Havok in an effort to prove that they have the best moonsault ever. We will get a brief teaser of that match tonight when Christopher Daniels takes on Kevin Owens in our opening contest. Thank you, everyone, and I appreciate your support heading into Survivor Series, and continue to support the brand known as Monday Night Raw, the A brand here in the WWE. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Bold claims from our general manager Shane McMahon here on Monday Night Raw, but it appears that the SmackDown general manager is out here, being flanked by 2 Raw superstars in ring conf. It appears that Timothy Thatcher and Walter have decided to support SmackDown Live, and it appears that they're making their way down to the ramp right now, looking to confront their former boss are Timothy Thatcher and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon quickly taking it to Timothy Thatcher on the inside of the ring with a series of strikes, and Thatcher is able to dump Shane McMahon to the outside. Of course, Shane McMahon is not an in-ring competitor here in WWE, and he is going up against 2 of the toughest here on Monday Night Raw. Of course, Timothy Thatcher, a former Triple Crown champion here on Monday Night Raw. These 2 met at WrestleMania. It was Walter versus Timothy Thatcher at WrestleMania for that championship, and now Walter just sends Shane McMahon, driving him into the canvas. This assault facilitated by SmackDown General Manager Triple H. It appears that he is trying to get in the head of Shane McMahon ahead of Survivor Series, and now Walter looks to be taking it to the Raw official on the inside of the ring. These 2 Raw superstars seem to be wreaking havoc up here on Monday Night Raw in our opening segment. And Shane McMahon, defenseless at the hands of Ring Conf. It appears that they are sending the general manager back to ringside, taking out all their frustration on Shane McMahon for potentially for their treatment over the past few months. I believe that Timothy Thatcher has had much success here on Monday Night Raw. Walter not as much. He has had many opportunities but come up unsuccessful in a multitude of them, including the Fatal 4-Way match from last week to determine the new Triple Crown #1 contender, in which Walter was unsuccessful, being eliminated. And the eventual winner, Vader, of course, going to meet Pete Dunne at Halloween Havok. As now Thatcher, oh, a miscommunication from Rinkoff as Walter connects with those steel steps across the face of Timothy Thatcher, laying him out at the ringside area. But now Walter going to return to the ring and look to take it out on Shane McMahon with a butterfly suplex. And Rinkoff just brutalizing our general manager here on Monday Night Raw as Thatcher just going to watch on from the corner as Walter going to look to send Shane McMahon to the outside with a powerbomb, sending him down on the steel steps. The brutality exhibited by Rinkoff on their general manager right now is almost beyond words, as it appears that Walter is not done here. He's going to look to take him over with a powerbomb on the steel steps yet again on the outside. The viciousness being exhibited by Rinkoff right here. And now Walter going to look to send Shane McMahon crashing through the barricade, taking him down with a tremendous spear, breaking the barricade in the process. Not only that, but breaking Shane McMahon straight in half, and it appears that Rinkoff has left the ringside area and leaving Triple H to pick the bones of Shane McMahon after this assault at the hands of one of the top tag teams here in the WWE. And now sledgehammer to the back from Triple H. It appears that before they left, Timothy Thatcher stripping the announce table of its accessories, and now a series of strikes to the face of Shane McMahon, as it appears that Shane McMahon has been busted open off of this assault. And Triple H, a series of right hands, just straight fist to the face, letting out all his aggression on Shane McMahon. And now just slamming him down on the steel steps yet again. The amount of times that Shane McMahon has been driven across those steps. Now Triple H can send him into the announce table here. Gonna look to lift Shane McMahon back up again. You gotta question what is driving Triple H to assault Shane McMahon in this way. What has Shane McMahon done to deserve this punishment? As now Triple H gonna look to put Shane McMahon through the announce table. He has him down for the pedigree, and he's gonna hit a pedigree through the announce table, leveling Shane McMahon through our announce table. And how on earth will Shane McMahon ever be able to recover from this brutal assault at the hands of Triple H and Rinkoff, his former employees? And now Triple H taking out the Raw official once again with the sledgehammer. Shane McMahon defeated at ringside, and Triple H standing tall.
Big in the road ain't shit. And make it hard to steal that deal, but it big bang, big bang, big bang, big bang. One time I wake up, cake up, then press rewind. I got big bang, facing on a motherfucker, ain't shit. Chain, cause I'm still getting still mine. Ain't no love for a hater trying to fly me, trying to play me. Motherfuckers never stop my stop sign. Yeah, they see me, but they still watch. They still watch. I got shining on rerun, on rerun. I got shining on rerun. Yeah, they see me, but they still watch. They still watch. I got shining on rerun, on rerun. I got shining on rerun. Big bank currency and revenue. Yeah, getting to it all a nigga ever do. And all I care about is how to get it. No doubt. Big numbers in front of my decimal check. Make
After that savage beatdown in our opening segment, it's going to be a real treat to see these two in-ring generals compete here tonight. Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, looking to take on Mr. Wrestling Kevin Owens, but it appears that Kevin Owens is accompanied by Kurt Angle. It looks like Kurt Angle took out Kevin Owens to send a signal to Christopher Daniels, and it appears that the Olympic gold medalist is coming down to ringside. We're going to get a showcase of what's going to happen at Halloween Havok as these two squaring off in the middle of the ring now. A series of strikes back and forth between these two, now sending the referee away, and now a series of strikes results in these two at a stalemate. These two, of course, competing over who has the best moonsaults ever. Christopher Daniels now being taken down by Kurt Angle, and now a reversal from the Fallen Angel as he looks to take out Kurt Angle. These two are just going to brawl away at the ring. This is all we have seen tonight. Now get taken from behind and drop the elbow across the heart of Kurt Angle. These two, so much frustration in the past few weeks between one another. Now an STO from Christopher Daniels is going to set up Kurt Angle in perfect position to land the best moonsault ever, connecting with a tremendous moonsault off the top rope. Christopher Daniels taking it to Kurt Angle here on Monday Night Raw, and we will see these two go head to head at Halloween Havok in a week's time.
Big bank currency and revenue, yeah. Getting to it all a nigga ever do. And all I care about is how to get it. No doubt, big numbers in front of my decimal check. Make sure it multiplies. It's all I'm ever worried about. And slow money beat no money. What the fuck you ain't heard about, nigga? I'm saying. Stay into it, that broke shit ain't in my plan. Yeah, sleep with them dead. I'ma grind every day that I can. Got some kids, and I gotta make sure all of them fed. By any means, can't be no excuses. My children can't eat no excuses. My daughter can't sleep in excuses. My son, he see me with no paper, like keep your excuses. If you ain't producing, you useless. That's why I'm out here getting to it. Fresh at the booth, I go straight to the stage. Then I go straight to get paid. 100 I earn, 50 I save. My bitch don't be cleaning up, I need a maid. She don't be cooking, so I need a chef. Ain't giving me nothing, I get it myself. I'm doing my thing and I did it to death. Stacking them chips, getting that dough. Millions need me a couple hundo. Big mansion with a double front door. Pretty young thing in a new condo. Pretty God, I can stay rich and stay humble. Damn. I got big bank cases on them.
It is truly an unbelievable experience to see Paul London and Brian Kendrick teaming up here in WWE once again. Of course, they competed in NXT for a few weeks' time previously, including being in that six-man tag #1 contenders match for the NXT tag titles as a series of headbutts now. Connecting, and then a knee to the head at the hands of Jimmy Uso, but Jey Uso connecting with a series of headbutts. Now calling him back up to his feet here. Connecting with an elbow drop is Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso now looking to go high risk up from the top rope. and diving down with a huge whisper in the wind almost. And Jey Uso got to connect with a Samoan drop as they are quick to take it to the team of Lundrick, looking to make an impressive debut here tonight in their Raw return, I should say, following their NXT run, being given a tremendous opportunity here to earn themselves a tag team title opportunity in their first match on Monday Night Raw. Paul London really taking it to Jey Uso on the outside now. Jimmy Uso chanting to the crowd, looking to rebound off the ropes, and now going to look to dive to the outside, but he just fakes it. He dives down, and now he dives over with a plancha, a corkscrew plancha, and a standing moonsault from Paul London in this contest. Of course, this match being a ladder match, as you can see, the ladder's positioned at ringside, the briefcase at the top, suspended above the ring, and now a DDT on the outside from Jey Uso with vicious intent. Brian Kendrick taking control of Jimmy Uso, sending him crashing into those steel steps. Of course, you can see we have been able to repair our barricades since the opening segment, but Jey Uso looking to test the strength and the fortitude of that structure as Jimmy Uso sends him down. Jey Uso going to look to help out his brother up on the ramp with Brian Kendrick, and now going to connect with a double suplex on the ramp, taking Brian Kendrick down and on the steel. This will allow the Usos to buy some time to target Paul London individually, but Paul London just keeping an eye on Jey Uso from the outside, takes him down, and now a dropkick to the back. How big would it be for the team of Lundrick to come up in their first match and earn themselves a tag team opportunity? Now being taken down by Jimmy Uso is Brian Kendrick, as Paul London just staring holes in Jimmy Uso on the outside. Of course, those two dangerously close to that ladder right now, can be used as a weapon in this contest, as Jey Uso just exhibited, sending Paul London crashing into that ladder. And now a super kick is ducked out of the way. You don't try to super kick the Usos. And now a reversal from Paul London with a reverse back suplex. These teams going back and forth here in this contest. Brian Kendrick slow to recover up on the entrance ramp, but could you blame him after that double suplex that he experienced? Now looking for the super kick was Jimmy Uso, but it's countered by Brian Kendrick into a sidewalk. Now Brian Kendrick going to look to utilize that ladder to his advantage, potentially looking to climb up that ladder, but no, he catches a super kick to the back of the head from Jimmy Uso. And laying him out on the outside is Jey Uso with a Michinoku driver to Paul London. Jimmy Uso now going to suspend off the ropes, and now crashing Brian Kendrick through the ladder with that slingshot suplex. But Brian Kendrick, quick to reverse, is now going to hit a Hurricane Rana on Jimmy Uso, getting himself back into this contest. And now an exploder suplex on the outside from Paul London is going to take Jey Uso out of the equation for the time being, as now the team Lundrick appears to have the advantage on the inside of the ring. Taking both of them down with a forearm smash is Jimmy Uso, as now Brian Kendrick getting back to his feet quickly here, but the Usos going to look to team up on Paul London on the outside. Look at Brian Kendrick, he has Jey Uso off for a burning hammer! A burning hammer to Jey Uso, and a sidewalk slam to follow it up on Jimmy Uso. Brian Kendrick pulling out everything that it's going to take to defeat the Usos here tonight and earn his team a tag team title opportunity following their unsuccessful opportunity in that six-man tag featuring the Hart Dynasty 2.0 and 205 Strive, two teams that will meet in NXT in a few weeks' time to determine the NXT #1 contenders. As Paul London looks to take advantage from the corner, but no, receives a headbutt from Jimmy Uso. Brian Kendrick slow to get back to his feet here. However, the Usos are looking to take advantage. Brian Kendrick now from behind, but Jey Uso is able to slip out from behind that waistlock, and Jimmy Uso keeping Paul London on the ground. Ooh, so... an inverted suplex from Brian Kendrick, turning it into a cutter on his way around. Back and forth, as I say, because Jimmy Uso had the advantage on Paul London, as Brian Kendrick was taking care of Jey Uso, but he receives a super kick for his efforts at the hands of Jimmy Uso. And now the two Usos are going to look to team up, and now another super kick to follow it up, and a jumping headbutt onto Brian Kendrick, impressing the head. Jimmy Uso now saying he'll take care of Paul London on the outside, as Brian Kendrick is left on the inside as a victim of Jey Uso's offense here, as he sends him over into the corner and now connecting with a forearm strike. But Jimmy Uso on the outside going for a Samoan driver, spiking Paul London head first down on that matting on the outside. Jey Uso now with the advantage on the inside of Brian Kendrick, stomps him over in the corner, and you know what he's looking for here. Ooh, so gonna look for the running hip attack over in the corner, as Jimmy Uso returning to the ring now with a ladder. The Usos can look to climb the ladder and take down the briefcase, earning themselves that tag team opportunity that they want so desperately. And now a super kick from from Jey Uso on the inside. Paul London now looking to take advantage of Jimmy on the outside. Diving headbutt off the top rope from Jey Uso. And Jey Uso now diving to the outside to help out his brother, taking out Paul London in the process. And now going to look to go high risk up from the top rope. Is he going to dive down on Paul London or Brian Kendrick? Up from the top, diving down with the Uso splash to the outside on Paul London. Jey Uso risking it all to dive to the outside and take out the prone Paul London on the outside, as Brian Kendrick was quicker to recover. And now Jimmy Uso is going to look to dive up. He's climbing the ladder. A dive from Jey Uso to the outside. Uso, the diving axe handle, but Jimmy Uso struggling with being able to take it down, sending Paul London now back to the inside. And the Usos essentially have this match in the bag if they could take down that championship, and you know that they want another chance at the tag team titles, seeing as they are former champions. Oh, Paul London now dropping down Jey Uso with that facebuster, and is now going to disrupt Jimmy Uso from taking down that briefcase. But no, it is Jey Uso in to save the day. But now Brian Kendrick meeting Jimmy at the top of the ladder, and there's just too much going on for both of these teams. Jey Uso sacrificing his brother to send Brian Kendrick crashing down. Let's see what Jey Uso looks for here. He's got him up in the powerbomb with that ladder. Bridge down, he's got powerbomb him directly on that ladder, forcing Brian Kendrick to roll to the outside for a bit of a break. And the Usos, of course, their legacy well documented, the longest reigning SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions here in Universe Mode, holding those belts for 168 days following their defeat of the Shield, who seemed unstoppable for the large duration of Universe Mode. But the Usos were able to take those championships and hold them down up until the Royal Rumble, where they lost to the Revival. And now Jimmy Uso taking advantage on the outside. A neck breaker from Paul London, but Jimmy Uso is going to position Brian Kendrick up on that ladder bridge that Brian Kendrick set up. You know the rule of wrestling, if you set it up, you're going through it. A reversal from Jey Uso on the outside, as Paul London was looking for something special there, dropping him down with a DDT and turning it into a spin-out corkscrew moonsault from the top rope by Jimmy Uso, laying out Jimmy Uso and Brian Kendrick at the ringside area and going through that ladder bridge in the process. Brian Kendrick now with a jawbreaker, slowly trying to get back into this contest. And now it's Jey Uso on the inside, who has the briefcase in his hand. If he could just pull it down. Paul London now looking to get back into the ring. Jey Uso almost has it undone, but no, Paul London in to break it up. And now a forearm strike, as now knocking him down is Brian Kendrick. Paul London has his hands on the briefcase. Paul London, is he gonna steal the briefcase now? Jey Uso being sent to the outside, and the Team Lundrick earning themselves a tag team title opportunity following their move up from NXT in their first contest. A super kick here from Jimmy Uso, and the dive to the outside from Jey Uso. Everything that the Usos sacrificed in this contest, but it was not enough to earn themselves a tag team title opportunity against Evolve. Somehow, Team Lundrick picking up the victory here tonight in their first match following NXT. Look at this corkscrew moonsault to the outside from Jimmy Uso, and everything that the Usos sacrificed in that contest coming up short. It's got to be devastating for them, having been the 168-day champions that I mentioned. But Team Lundrick, it is their time to shine now. They have earned the opportunity, and we will see them face Evolve at Halloween Havok in a week's time.